Parking Day is a worldwide annual event started by Rebar, an architecture firm in San Francisco, and they've been doing it for about 15 years, and it's spread all over the world. And it's the concept is taking parking stalls, renting parking stalls, and doing something with them other than putting cars in them. So we have created a public art exhibition.
Is this the first time this has happened in Edmonton?
Edmonton's seen similar events based on the same concept, but nothing on the exact date that the worldwide event is taking place.
So is this kind of an event that has to do with, say, the environment or use of public space, or all different kinds of different sorts of causes kind of combined into one?
Yeah, it's meant to create discussion around public space and what the potential is for public places, as well as create to allow people to envision what could potentially be here.
Yeah. Why this particular, there's a lot of parking stalls throughout the city that you probably could have done this. Why in this particular area?
Well, this site is going to be the site of the Drawing Room's future home on the corner of 97th and 101A Avenue. Mm-hmm. And we at the Drawing Room would like to do more public art projects and community art projects, so we were hoping to get a head start on that this year while the weather's still good, and do something to show people what we're made of.
Mm-hmm. And what is the Drawing Room for people who don't know?
The Drawing Room is a studio and salon, and we have about 9 or 10 different creative people, cultural producers, that work out of that space. And we have a different art exhibition once every month or so.
Great, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for coming to this United Nations International Day of Peace for 2014. My name is Reverend Audrey Brooks. I'm with the Unitarian Church and the Raging Grannies and the Edmonton Interfaith Center, and goodness knows what else. More than 30 years ago, the General Assembly of the United Nations adopted the Declaration of Rights of Peoples to Peace, reaffirming that the desire for peace is universal among all people. Every human being should have a right to live in a peaceful environment, free from the violence of war. Right? Right.
So this is a peace flag. It was created with the word peace in 27 languages. We use this to show that peace is just not for English. Every culture has a word that they identify that they want to achieve peace. So one of the first things we did in our first round when we did this, everybody said their word that resonates with them about peace, whether it's shalom or mir or peace or pace. Okay? Please say that personally inside or out loud. Thank you.
A few of us are old enough to remember and how much we use that two-fingered message to each other. It was a message that was a way of identifying with each other as people that in the midst of events of war in the world that were deeply upsetting, it was a message of saying, we identify with another way. It was also a message of defiance that said to those that propagate violence, we won't take it. And I might only be one person, but I'm going to stand here and demonstrate that peace does matter and that I'm committed to it. In 2014, we've moved on from peace sister, peace brother, to 5 fingers for peace. Very practical, like Cesar Chavez told us all those decades ago. Just go out there every day and do what you can, and somebody else will do what they can, and all those small bits are adding up to a better world. So we begin our morning with a perspective that says peace matters. We look for opportunities to learn more about these issues and educate ourselves. We're there when there's a need for action. We care about each other in community, and we hold on and we endure, and we're going to see that events like this gather more and more support as we step forward to say that this is a world that wants peace, and we're going to do our little bits to make that happen. So thank you for being here this afternoon.
Today we're having a march on climate change, for action on climate change, and for me it's about utilizing the best green inventions that are available today, which we are not doing. We're not investing in technology. I am of the belief that 50% of our investments in oil field subsidies should be invested in green technology, and if it was, I don't think we'd have a climate change issue at all. I believe we have the technology available today with low energy nuclear reactions to start replacing fossil fuels within 2 years. I think the money wasted on these pipelines is absolutely sickening.
And what do you hope will come out of this event?
Hopefully public awareness about not just climate change as an issue, because everybody knows climate change is an issue, but about the technologies that are out there that can help mitigate climate change that we're not using today.
Repeat after me. We are not going to take it anymore. 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 Say it like you mean it. Put your fists up. We are not going to take it anymore. Corporations, stop the destruction. Corporations, stop the destruction. No pipelines. No pipelines. No greed. No greed. You can't eat money. You can't eat money. You can't drink money. You can't drink money. We want to be loved. We want to be loved. We want our children to be loved. We want our children to be loved. And love means I take care of what is needed. Love means I take care of what is needed.
It's quite a joke.
Yeah.
I guess actually what exactly to say and to ask. No, it's very beautiful. Yeah. We got
Well, and there's this thing about in a group, like
I better wait for my leader.
what would it just be like?
Did you get one of these solutions? Okay.
Oh, police officer, how can it be you've been arresting anybody? By the old man McShady, he's a bad one. He's a bad one, old man McShady. He's a bad one. You've got to change his ways. Got to change his ways. Well, the zombie told McShady, please don't take my life. Two little baby got a daughter, loving wife. He's a bad one. Yeah, he's a bad one. Old man McShady, he's a bad one. You got to change his way. 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 He said, now what do I care about two little baby darling loving wife? You will be in GMO the rest of your natural life. It's a bad one. It's a bad one, old man McShady. Ooh, he's a bad man. He got to change his way. 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 Yeah, he's a bad one. He's got to change his way. Got to change his way. jury, what do you think of the law? McShady said you'll eat mine, or you'll get none at all. He's a bad one. He's a bad one. McShady. Yeah, he's a bad man. He got to change his ways. Got to change his ways. Oh, police officer, how can you be? You can't arrest anybody. Oh, man, McShady, he's a bad one. He's a bad one. Oh, man, McShady. He's a bad man. He got to change his ways. He got to change his ways. Change his way. Got to change his way. He got to change his way. Got to change his way. He got to change his way. Got to change his way. He's got to change his way. Got to change his way. Oh, he's a bad one. Got to change.